you ladies get to the church house. Amen. Amen. This is a good thing. I'm not going to prolong. We're going to go right into this. This is something interesting. We started our series on last Wednesday about the Jezebel spirit. So if you don't have anything to do on Wednesdays, please join us as we go into series number 2. Amen. And it was awesome. But on this morning, it's kind of to the point God is dealing with the spiritual realm. You know, I ain't talking about the natural realm. You know, we doing anything in the natural realm. But in the spiritual realm, there's some meetings take place. And these meetings that are taking place is concerning the ministry that are unfolding under God's eyesight, where He's setting up camp to prepare for the spiritual wars that are taking place. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So some of us, and I say us, those who we have called, you know, I believe I'm being called. I'm natural, but I'm also spiritual. But I'm more spiritual than I am natural, if you really look at it. Because sometimes, you know, we have to withdraw ourselves from a lot of this natural stuff in order that we encounter the spiritual things. And don't you know the gifts that He gives us as far as life and breath, that's spirit. Anybody ever seen their breath before? We can't see it because it's a spiritual gift that He awakens you with every morning. Oh my God, leave that alone. That's how we go to spiritual planets, leave it alone. But on today, I want you to have fun today. This is an interesting topic that He's given on this morning. So I want you to jot every note down you can, because it's going to pick it back into Wednesday. And it's so amazing that what we're about to go into is something that we all are hoping for. And we're all one day hope that we'll understand what is being transpired here, why it's so hard for us to adapt this. So it's so amazing to the point, for those who are note takers, for those who need a topic, the topic reads, truth will set you free. The truth will set you free. John 8:31 and 32. So Jesus said to the Jews, this is Jesus talking, y'all. So Jesus said to the Jews who had believed Him, if you abide in my word, you are truly my disciples. And you will know the truth, and the truth will do what? Set you free. Ain't this not amazing? This is one of the things that I was dealing with on this morning. You know, we encounter so much throughout the weekdays and stuff. That's why it's important that you go to church and get all you can, because it's ammunition, y'all. I'm telling you, I don't care what you're doing, where you at, whether you're a CEO or you're a garbage people, you need some ammunition, because the enemy, as we stated on last Sunday, is coming to kill, steal, and destroy. But He said He came that you might have life. In order for you to have life, you got to understand the truth. It said the truth will set you free. I can recall just a small story when I was coming up and using a 2-bedroom house, and it was a bunch of us, 5, 6 of us, and you know, Mom and Dad had their own, so imagine was all in the second room and all throughout the house. And about saying good time, everybody see that 2-bedroom house. JJ and Michael sleep on the couch in the living room. That's their bedroom. So anyway, make long story short, a lot of times when all our sisters would get together, they would have this little thing, and even in the sister ring, I think it was 3 of them in the house, there were 3. One will orchestrate something, the other will follow through, but what would happen is they try to get the third one to agree with what the one orchestrated, and you know, bobblehead is in the middle. And so, me being the male of the group, when I come in, you know, I'm a baby, I'm walking, I'm saying, I'm walking, whatever I'm doing, I overhear what they planned in the plot. And I know it's nothing good, because guess what? They always go, shh, what are you doing here? Kick them out. So you know that's my ammunition now to get to the door to eavesdrop what's going on. Because I didn't know the man then, but I knew a woman that would come in and cease fire on everything they got going. So when I overheard what was going on, I ran and told Mom, them girls are no good. So-and-so doing this, so-and-so said this. Mama always had this way of dealing with us individually. So it's amazing how, even in the one that talk about the truth will set you free, you got to know your folks. Please, if you want to talk about, you got to know your folk. Even in this capacity, you need to know your flock. Because if you don't, you be what they call besetting you. You be backtracking and agreeing and always in agreement with some nonsense, and your ministry will be, well, I know where that's going to go. But the whole point was when I told Mama orchestrated some stuff. And I'm sure if you got a little brother and sister and y'all can find some things and you try to teach some stuff from Mama, and Mama found out later on. But this is the thing that I got. Mama always knew who to chastise. And it's like to me, when the whipping came, it's like the one that got the most be the one that orchestrated it the most. And I'm like, how did she know that who, what, when, and where? It's to the point where she knew her children. She knew who set it up. She knew who was going on with it. And I even got sometimes equipment for telling. Now, she always tell me, you shouldn't be a tattletale. So my thing is, listen to boy, tell everything. I'm in between, okay, yes, I'm supposed to tell it, and then get a whooping, or do I just supposed to keep quiet and live a life? It confused me when I was little. I didn't know which way to go, but by and by, you understand it by and by. But as I got older, I understood what she was talking about. It's a time and place for everything. And we as Christians ought to know there's a time and place for everything. Listen to the point where it said the truth will set you free. When Jesus was telling them that if you got my word, it's going to abide in you. Regardless of what comes along, I don't care if some of your friends say, hey, let's go smoke a joint in the bathroom during this period. She ain't here, got a sub, she ain't going to call us. You do not agree with them because the word is abiding in you. You done came from where you came from, and God has spared you, so why would you go back in captivity because of your friends? Oh my God. Some told you then you need to evaluate where you at, because these friends might no longer need to be your friends. Mama preaching, dad preaching, pastor preaching, cousins preaching. Why we get into this captivity? I don't understand. But even we can say, this is to a point we have to understand when the truth will set you free. We got to understand two things that is taking place. You got to understand the gospel, and you got to understand gospel. I know what you're talking about, brother. Oh my God. Oh my God. Because you got to understand, when you clear the atmosphere, your saints be able to flow freely into what they need to go into. Even on my job, these are two things I deal with every day. Gospel and gospel. They know I'm a preacher. They know that. But every opportunity they get, they'll bring this right here to me. And guess what? Because I'm standing there listening, don't mean I'm entertaining. I might be praying for your mind. I might be praying for you. I might be praying for what you're telling me about. Then again, I might be sitting here listening to God saying, this is who this person is right here, and I want you to see for your own eyes. You don't know what's going on. But these are the two things that are taking place on my job. Even in my house, where it used to be. Even in some of y'all houses. Even on some of y'all jobs. Even dealing with some of your families and all this other stuff. Gospel is the teaching and revelation. Please say revelation. Revelation. Of Christ. Revelation is something that we don't know anything about. We understand Jesus. Y'all go to church and hear the preacher go, and you hear all that and get happy, you shout, the wind come out, nails pop, everybody's fine. But we don't get to the revelation of it because we never understand Christ. We go for man teaching, we hear Christ, but we don't understand his revelation. Revelations are signs, wonders, miracles, and things that he showed you what you're going through and how you're getting out of it, and it had nothing to do with me. If you are sick and he healed you, that's revelation. And if he sent somebody to tell you already healed, which he already said it, way long ago in his Bible, he said, by his stripes, you were healed. That's revelation, but we constantly got to be reminded by man what the word said. But he said, if my word abides in you, it makes me wonder now how people walk around here, what fuels my righteousness in the hell is in you? That key word is there. What is in you? If his word abides in you, then why we can't understand the revelation? Let's keep on going. Of Christ. The church mission is to preach the gospel. My job is to tell you what you don't want to hear. Even times you don't want to hear. And I guess what? I'm glad I'm built way better than Ford. I can take a lick and keep on thinking. I can I want through Christ and piss the whole world off. Because guess what? I've been called for a mission. And I'm not going to be like some of my forefathers, my Houdini pastors, and my other people who have labored with me, not all of them, but showed me false pretenses. That's when I never can move. That's when I never can see the blessing. That's when I never can ever get any manifestation in my life. Because I'm going off of what they only do. Uh-oh. That's when he says, study. Study. Show yourself. Approve my work and not to be ashamed. I'm not ashamed, y'all. Rightly dividing the word and spirit and the truth. We don't understand when sickness come upon us, but it's just like the man said at the funeral yesterday. I had the MC, and all it was a home and some of them came in there looking all dry, girl. You know, I don't want to buy a face with others. So, me being the MC, I had control. So, a lot of people probably know my name, but they probably don't even want to hear my name again, because I'm not going to sit under the unction of one person or one body already dead, and then there's a 200 sitting up in there, just a dead in the body just sitting there. No, we're not there. He said make a joyful noise unto the Lord. All ye men, this ain't time for you to sit here. If you cry, cry. If you moan, you moan, but we are not finna be subject to what we can't repair our respect to. So we end up turning, like they say, turning rubber nuts. And I never could imagine these folk got loose the way they got loose. I said, oh, it always be a cue. Everybody know what a cue is? Somebody will tell you it's time to go. And I believe my mom said, she said that's so inspiration. It ain't inspiration. It's the word. He said that the dead bury the dead. While we yet live, they'll live. But this is one of the things that I keep getting to the point where it says the church needs to preach the gospel, the good news of the New Testament. I got a question. What's the New Testament? What's the gospel? I got a 4 right here. Now see, this let me know if you are really reading your Bible, or you listen to your preacher, or whatever you're going to get your word. Because if you don't have no word that's abiding in you, you just walk around here like the rest of these want to be sinners. You can't sit here and mock and envy God. This ain't like you in no classroom where I'm going to sit here and feel sorry for you because you feel like you ain't got those shoes, you ain't got the money like the rest of what Johnny has, and I can't feel sorry for you with the gospel. It's a time and place to grow up. Because we have to understand, a teacher might pass you off of sympathy. God will judge you off of your works. And if your works ain't done nothing here, I'm sure enough that he don't want no hypocrites up there. I'm trying to tell you, help somebody. We got to get out of this self mode and get into this mode that it's all about you. Because I'm not feeling right. I'm not acting right. I'm not seeing right. I'm not thinking right. Well, who gave us all these attributes? He did. So it's to a point. I'm still waiting on the good news. What's the 4 gospels? What's the 4 gospels? I'm going to let you do your homework. I'm not going to tell you. Hallelujah. That's the kind of teaching we got. Go study. Research. Show yourself approved. I gave you a clue. New Testament. But I'm doing more. Gossip is a casual, unconstrained conversation or reports about other people, typically involving details, listen to this part, that are not confirmed as being true. See, that's the thing. We gotta understand something. When we're talking and we're conversating, that's conversation. Gossiping is saying, so-and-so got this and they act like this. We don't have proof in the pudding that what we're saying is true about who we're talking about. But if we're conversing about somebody, that means I know. No, Pastor, you don't get crazy, this and that, blah, blah. Oh, he has his ways. You know the truth. You know that's of me. But when you sit there saying, all kind of mammal things just to get some attention because you and we can go to the demonstration, y'all and blow your mind. God gave it to all this morning. Saying all manner of things because you are not where you need to be. That's gossip. And it becomes legions of lies because they said, Mama used to tell me all the time, you tell one lie, you got to come back and tell another one because guess what? You don't want to get caught up. You don't want to be looked at as being the villain. You don't want to be the one that feel like I done lost what I done gained. Oh my God. So it becomes legions of lies. But this is one thing I love about the word. Hebrews 10:26. Mm. That's the question. Why we attract what we attract? It's the same thing. And when we discover later on down the line, it might be 2 months into the relationship, or it might be right then, or it might be a year later after you got married. You realize this is just like my age. Why do we? And so we want to blame the other person. God is a self-controlled check person. He checks you. He gonna judge you. He coming after you. So don't make excuses why you know something that's in your house that ain't supposed to be in your house. No, up in your bed. Oh my God, that's not. So who are we? Who we checking? Ourselves. So it ain't nothing about what we attract. It's what's in us that is attracting them. If you ever get a magnet, put one on this end and one on this end, anything in between, I guarantee them 2 legs gonna meet. And that's what we're. That's when we have to change our ways. We gotta change our thoughts. We gotta change, period, from our wicked ways because to the point, it's killing us. I told you we have a need in the spiritual arena. And there's some people going on from all clergy from everywhere. People raising up babes and everything because some who have been went. Y'all hear what I said? This. Some that went, one really sick. So now he has to evaluate who he got on this playing field to lure those who are really sick and wounded, who really need the word, who's really going to do right, who really trying to do right. That's what kind of people we have in the spiritual arena. Because you got to understand, this is spiritual warfare. Why is it spiritual warfare? Because the Adam and Eve lived in that garden. It lit the fire. Why? Because Lucifer, who became Satan, one thing got us in the spiritual warfare. He mad as hell at God. Because he took him out of his comfort zone of being the most beautiful, the most praised, the most this. He mad. Now imagine if I praise one person in this church. There'd be a lot of mad folks up there. Oh, we already know who's gonna get it. We already know who's gonna get it. Oh, he always called her name. I come out of it kind of sad. It ain't about your name calling. It's about his name calling anything. If you're gonna do something, do it for Christ. If you ain't gonna do it 60 times, then it's rather this morning. Because I got to get you to the point where your mindset changed on how you think. We had thoughts on Wednesday and question mark. You can't think like you used to think. You ain't got nowhere. That's an AB plus situation. So it's to a place where Satan mad. So all his little demon army is out because guess what? One thing have offset, and he allowed his enemies to come in. Can I prove it to you? Back in the day, woman who practiced atheism said she didn't want her child participating in prayer. This man never heard of, child never heard of. Out of one little school in a little small town, she worked her way to the PTA meeting, worked her way to the school board, worked her way to the county administrators, that went on to the state, and guess what happened? That one lady, that one demon spirit, not lady because we will attract, we talk about the magnets, we attract things, that one spirit changed the whole nation. And now, everybody's wondering why I got all these question marks, talking about why kids cutting up, why this, why teachers ain't got no control of the children, why the principal, why the parents, and why God asked that same question. Where were you when all this was going on? If you call yourself a person who word advisor, God said we don't sit here and allow foolishness to take place. That's when he created a word called rebuke. We could have rebuked that woman at the PTA meeting. We could have rebuked her on the couch. But it began to pass. That lets you know, we as Christians and saints, we want this title, but we don't want to uphold what comes with the title. You know what? I keep telling them, I ain't giving praise to the devil, but all of his demons are on that God post. There's enough demons out here roaming that Satan himself can go on vacation. Because he didn't activate all his little demonic spirits. They got into babies, cribs, cows, ants, everything you put, birds, everything attacking everything. I remember when birds used to run from cats, and cats now run from birds. I'm looking at all this stuff. Dog used to chase the cat, now the cat chasing the dog. What kind of, what we in now? Y'all got allowed all these demonic spirits. Yeah. when you want to ask why, the why is really why. Because we got an election coming up now. And everybody trying to pose Hillary and Donald Trump. It's a hard choice. One is no way because it's a woman. And guess what? It ain't because she's a woman and no job. It's because a lot of men had to accept women in power. Now we get back to the church, baby. But you can set you free. There's a lot of men that we don't vote for Hillary because she's a woman. But that same woman can bear your child. That same woman can come to your hotel room. That same woman can use you and dazzle you and rouse you.
Keep on.
Oh my God, we talk about the truth will set you free. This is where we at. So if Donald Trump perhaps get in office, y'all might well go and get you a trip to Disney World. Because that's going to be the safest place in the U.S. of A. Y'all better read between the divinations and what he's speaking. He got a reprobated mind to talk about Jezebel's spirits. If he's saying one at this meeting and turn around and say something else at this meeting, then come back and cover up what he said, that's demonic. And we as Christians sit around allowing this thing to come in our church because they ain't got the willpower to raise a dollar. They think Donald Trump, Donald don't give him $1 million. I ain't worried about that. I'm talking about the white Christians too. All of them say, come on, Donald. Come in our church. Don't you know God gonna skin us like you skin rabbits and cats, right? He gonna tear our drawers out. Because the love of money. I'm trying to help us a little bit so when we walk out of here, we won't think the way we think. We won't sit here. Everything that has been not orchestrated will clear our thoughts. Because you can't get to the blessings, and that's what everybody worries about. We want the blessing, but you don't want to do the work. You can't understand. Well, when I get sick, that man said the best yesterday at the funeral. He said, well, y'all sit here with your head down. And never call on Jesus until this lady got sick. Woo! Yeah. And you wonder why God didn't heal you. Oh my God. I could get up and high five him and kiss the baby. Because the reason why they was in there to hear what that man had to say. If he didn't say nothing else yesterday, he said so. He said, a lot of y'all didn't call Jesus until she got sick. And you wonder why Jesus didn't heal you. That's how we are now. How about you? Set you free. Oh God, my head hurt. I got a bad report from my doctor. Oh my God, I think I'm God. God sitting there and said he never sleep nor slumber. Right. That means he knew the beginning, he showed no devil know the ending. He knew what you were doing before. You were hypocritical and getting up to that point to call his name. Now you call his name, I'm a child of God. But you know what? It works on some men, but it don't work on God. All of us, this is true. He got some good ones, and he got some bad ones. Hoping the good will come over and help the bad. And sometimes some of the good comes to the bad, and some of the bad comes to the good. They mix together. I don't know, there's a whole bunch of stuff. But God ain't hearing your prayer. He ain't hearing your suffering. He ain't hearing. So what? Because he's trying to get you to get an understanding without cause. Oh my God. You ever wonder why you always used to get in trouble? And you wonder why your mom feel like she's all against you because mom just don't like me. I don't know why everything I do because you're doing it to please her. Doing it to please yourself so you can be on a narrow path of doing good and being righteous. So when mama see you doing good because she know that's you and she didn't have to tell you, then she'll like your boss. And right, you good. You don't get it twisted. I don't like you. You don't care about me. That's one of the oldest tricks in the books. And it's working out because children think they got legal leeway. But let me tell you something. Maybe whatever's been written in the book can be changed. Just like they say, hit the child out of order is child abuse. You wait till they start hitting the people that have made these rules. Then they go hell up and change it. But if we are child children of God, we can do it before they even get to it. We can start changing things ourselves now. You got to start off with yourself. Are you right? Right. And then you can go and pinpoint who's running for these offices and see what they've done and do it always the bad. Then you say, no, you can't get in there. And you fight like hell, people out of there. And even if they get in there, you charge the key. I charge you go ahead. You go up call what you do. We don't give no leeway as Christians. It don't stop because you won or you thought you won. We have victory, so how can we settle for? Ooh, help us, God, help us, God, help us, God. So we're to this place where we have to understand, if you ain't got nothing abiding you, and the only thing you listen to is mankind gonna be the reason you don't receive your blessing, your healing, your financial this, your this and that. That's why you have to be careful where you go. It ain't that we're pretty much saying, don't do this and don't do that. You gotta know where you at. In Christ. Not on ice. Come on, Will. In Christ. So he's holding us accountable. I told y'all that I seen the warning. And you know we small. It should have reached 3,000 and not 30,000 people. Now he said, one put the fight of 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We should have a million people already know that God. He sent the warning. Who can't know him now, but he sent the warning. We got to get in position to understand. And while we're in position, God can make the transition and get some things that been hindering you out the way because now my daughter ready to walk. Now my son ready to walk because he's going to take the fast way. When you get to the next stage, I need a volunteer. Since you sleep these days, come on up here. I want to wake you up because I don't want you to sit here and tell on live. All right. I missed that second because he just said, if you was telling the truth, you'd be held accountable for the truth. Whether you decide to lie or not. Step on into my evil side of you. Yeah, man, no, we calling you bad. You got some bad ways. You gonna put it that way. We all do. But I want to use him as an example. Wait for it. See, I do it. Anyway, this is where we at sometimes, when we feel like that we have a tag team. And God don't do tag team stuff. And believe it or not, even stepping on me with knowledge of the Bible. I don't know everything, trust me, I'm still learning as you are. But guess what? One thing I do know, God don't need me and he don't need y'all. It's just perplexed that he decided to orchestrate. Remember when I told you there was kingdoms built and levels of kingdoms? It's the same thing, the same came and established. He mocked God in it. Oh, please don't get me. He got levels of demons. And Jezebel is one of the highest ones. So you ain't gonna get no truth out of them. But since you all caught up in your mess, he can say, my office is a priest and go out there and be lying 24/7. Do that make me? No, but humanistic, they're going to say, you want a Reverend Hill teaching? You lying? That means Reverend Hill's a lie. I'll take whatever you give me, because guess what? Guess we're going to do? Because I know I don't know about anything but to love them and teach what love is. That's the Bible. So taking him and making him, and I don't get it. I used to agree with this. A lot of people say, what you do is the end of the church. It is to a certain extent. But if you know that person, if they don't live when you before they was out of church, and they ain't in church, you still acting like that, you know that person. It ain't the church. God has a set time he will deliver whoever he needs to deliver. It ain't on the preacher, it ain't on the lay people, it ain't on the prophet, it ain't on the warriors or prayer warriors. They can pray the King come back. If God don't move, he ain't worried about it. It ain't gonna happen. So we got him here, and he's feeling some type of way. Y'all know how he gets. And we got to understand when he said, if you abide in my word, you're truly my disciple. If you read his word, that ain't abiding in his word. Anybody has a Kool-Aid? No, I need to go back in your pack. I don't bring it back. You put that little taste of sugar in that little pack, and you stick your finger in there, you never. You in the Kool-Aid, stick your finger, and then residue get on your finger, but once you put it in your mouth, you get the taste and sensation, oh, this fucking good, this sugar But when you pull that thing out your mouth, that's the binding part. That means his word is staying with you. That Kool-Aid thing comes out your finger till you wash like crazy. And you still just slip it along like, what is this? Chocolate punch or whatever you like. But abide in him, meaning his word is in you. It sticks with you. It stays with you. Even when the enemy comes up on you, the word is in you. Why do you think a lot of times the enemy flees from you before you say anything? Because they see something. They don't tell you because they don't want you to feel like you did anything. I'll get you next time. And walk away. It's the light in you. It's what's in you. But if you just dip your hand in the Kool-Aid, you know what? That's what happens. Now you're in a battle that you ain't even encountered. And you're trying to fight for your life. You know what's going to happen. Why would we get to that place? Why? So, he be taking a sermon at church. When he get to school, he be gay. At home, that's where we do it. You see these three different personalities? And he got to play all of them. Watch me with this. Playing with different spirits and personalities, people like stuff like this. And see, you already know who you are, you think you do, but you don't know what you can hold. He said the battle is not yours, it's his. But a lot of times, we pick up stuff that we don't even supposed to pick up. Want to prove it to you? Huh? This is what happens when you want to play with all the spirits. You don't have to come this way. Yeah. It says, life all wrong. That's a spirit. Remember, he DJ at home? Yes, ma'am. He DJ at school? I'm like that. He served at church? Yes, God. Three different people. Three. This is what comes in. Because what you've done is, you got to understand something. Unity draws a bond. There's nothing can release you from unity. And when you're in Christ and you abide in him, can't nothing get in unless you allow him to come in. So dealing with three different or even two different spirits, you have allowed a gap way for the enemy to come in. Show them your spirit. We're rebuking over him, no, but it's a life all wrong. That means he can live three different lives. And I ain't going to go into the other, like trying to persuade the honeys. That's a whole other spirit. But then he got this life. That's heavy. Oh, you do it yourself. Now he said, because he comes up and comes up here. The spirit of illness. That's what you got to talk about too. I'm going to let you figure out how you want to do all this. Because you brought it on. You bad. It ain't heavy. He all messed up, got all these lives. Now he's sick. And here comes another spirit. Hatred in the heart because one of his football teammates trying to steal his girl. Y'all know how it goes. Now he don't like some of the truth. He don't know anything about this crazy thing. I'm in the spirit. That's what y'all know, right? They're trying to steal his girl, so he got a little hatred towards the little dude. And now he's trying to get to the point. He ain't going to tell him mom and daddy until this started happening. We lay it down. Why not let me? You don't play down on something now. You don't want to keep the win. I told you, I'm not looking like a clown, but don't shoot me. I'm in learning mode. God gives these lessons. I don't write nothing down but the title of the scripture. So don't play with God on something you don't know who you're messing with on here. Come here and play with your demonic spirit if you want to. We'll have a party. Out of faith in Christ. And then he takes on. My 10th Afghanistan. The wrong agenda. Spirit. Now he's trying to retaliate against what he's going to do. I saw it first, but I'm going to say what watch. You get yourself all the kind of wild people. You're trying to prove your dad about that 50,000. Then this other spirit takes place, called jealous spirit. That's where he at. The girl now whispering to the other dude, and he's seeing him. I know where she is. They don't call her on Facebook, but you already know what I'm thinking. You can name her and click. What was her name before nobody else was messing with her? Pretty old Miss. Now somebody got now she y'all know one more. So he got down to this other spirit. He trying to hold on. He trying to. That's how these spirits. That's all one person. Then he comes to this. It's on you, ain't got nothing to do with me. You told your own Lord, buddy. I told you I got home go sleep in there. Spirit of lies. Now you gotta tell everybody lies. He got in the fight before. The lies are good, because he knows something he thinks he don't know. Now he telling his mom and dad, I ain't know that dude who picked it on me. I ain't telling coach trying to stay on the team. I ain't got no beef with so and so. And now he come to church and I'm like, Pastor, pray for me. You know, I got to pray for you when you should be. Oh, wow. Yeah. It's hard to sin this. But taking on these spirits is some spirits. Because they're all operating in their own. So if the spirit of life will operate, when jealousy operate, oh, you got some heaviness on you. And you find yourself, that's the spirit of Jezebel. That's the spirit. And you can't get to the place where you can tell the truth. And then this last one. And there's many more. I gave the one that came to me as if you need this. The spirit of you. It started with you. The spirit of you. It started with you. You took on all this because you don't have no word about it anymore. Now you find yourself doing just what he just did. You crashed. You hold it out. You mad as hell. You want everybody to come. You doing all kinds of idiot stuff. Now, you plotting, you planning, you doing all this stuff. You telling lies, cover up this now. You doing all this stuff with the children. Should have been told. All this could have been prevented. But the enemy is going to kill, steal, and destroy. And he don't care who you are. You ain't above nobody. We ain't never preacher, bishop, apostle, prophet, Saturday, we ain't above nobody. The enemy use whoever allow them to use. But all you ain't do is expect the spiritual apostle. Nothing to tell you. When you get to this place and you crash like you doing, and so much crash to the point where you got this psychiatric because your mind is not stable. And your spirit man can't dwell in the same place. You can't have black and white. You can't have darkness and light. Some gotta go. So now you're in this transformation stage where he's rebuilding, restoring. You know that scripture? Renewing your mind. Day in, day out. It's a process. It don't happen overnight. It ain't gonna come in the mail. It ain't gonna be FedEx to you. It has to be something that you want to do. I don't care how much your pastor pray, how much your prayer warriors pray, they just pray. But if you don't decide, I need to be set free, you ain't gonna never be set free. There's more coming from where it came from, baby. The enemy, he loves, he's like a flood, he loves a pot of boiling hot stuff. He loves mess. So now you can confess to your mom. And then, I'm just mad at you because the girl I like. He didn't tell me that. Thank you, Holy Spirit. and just everything took on me. When you go to the principal, and I'm sorry, I take the principal. Like, look, I'm sorry. Let me back on the team. Come to class. I'm going to lay him out. In the name of Jesus. Oil up and fry some forehead. He took place now. He's tired of all this. So, how you get rid of this? And it's a daily process, y'all. Abide in me, you are my disciples. You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. He knew. He didn't come to church. He knew, but them spirits got control of it. That's why you don't count people out. You pray for people. And if they ever don't want to come out when they're in, they're praying in vain. You help whoever comes around them. They don't know that this. Because you got to understand, the mother person is a dangerous person. They'll smile on your face, and they will cut your throat. And you don't understand, they got some daggers waiting on you. And if they can't do it, they always set up shop. They walk through, they'll use your name in vain, they'll do whatever they have to do to get a point across because they're possessed. And the Bible speaks until they come to the unction of But they're not for their own. Ain't nothing. But pray. Y'all see those cast out things and stuff? That's only if God has authorized him or her who he has entrusted his prophetic gift. Then you see stuff like that happen, but y'all don't get up there. I'm trying to tell y'all, don't walk up there. I've been on that Jesus for all year. I can do the same thing with come out! And they had your arm all twisted. You up there looking like you've been in an accident. Don't do it. This is the Bible. There's on Jesus casting out demons. What do you want to do? I do what he did. He said, whipped him ragged out of his clothes. You don't know the strength of a demon. Especially demons. They're not thinking about Christ. They're trying to kill Christ. So don't think you know all this and you're ready to start your process. Come on to the good side. It's a journey because he's thinking about every step he takes, all the mess he did, and how it's going. I tell you all the time, people don't think prayer is something scary. And the reason I understand now that God gave me enough why it's scary, it's because I'm not really ready to let go of what we're praying about. So people don't pray. They ain't ready to lose what they're doing. They ain't ready to really surrender. So what you're doing is you're accumulating more stuff like this now. I pray sometimes. Sometimes they don't give you when you know you were one of the targets. I pray. And you gotta understand something. Watch this. If the enemy already got you, what is he trying to do? Build his army. He might not even mess with you. He'll get the best next things to you. I thought about that. I ain't calling no names, but when I got the text, I thought about that. You gotta pray. Praying is going to be the price line between you making it and not making it. If Hezekiah turned against the wall when the death angel came and told him, he can take you up out of here, buddy. He said, time to come on. Come on. That's kind of hold up. I got faith with him. You got to do. I'm turning to a wall. And God granted what? 15 more years. That's what prayer does. So, to the point where you have to get to, you see these pillows, it's like for you to go to sleep. I didn't keep your knees on, I need to wear something like this. You have to get on your knees. And let me explain to y'all something about bended knees. A lot of us that are paralyzed, I ain't just saying in the physical way, we're paralyzed in our spiritual mind. You can't bend. It's because you have been in this capacity so long, your muscles and your spirit man it won't hit your brain, which tells your fingers, it won't be, you just stuck. And you're almost like a scarecrow in a river of water. Just standing up there. You can't move, you're just stuck with all kinds of straws and manacles. But you have to bend. Bend brings circulation to the point, and it also brings the spiritual submissiveness to God. I'm acknowledging that, hey, you are the supreme being, so you have to be and pray. That's for those who have some serious heat. Those who ain't, it's still going to do it. And when you bend, that's another thing that and they come, where's everybody? You better use common sense for everything else. The ultimate thing when you bend, why you like this? Your problems are like this. That's why you was over here with all these things. Bring all that stuff to subjection and put it all in one bowl and say, God, I'm going to surrender it all to you. Y'all don't understand the hand prayer. Y'all can see him get all kind of different. This stuff is symbolic. When you want God to come in, and when he sit there, he watching you. He waiting on you. You ain't waiting on him, he waiting on you. And you get to the point, you better give all this away. Or you don't all this. It's on you that time. Oh, you don't know? Oh, I thought you knew. You can come and say, God, I want all this to go away. And it's a cross I put up there so it means not stepping that oil and that cross will grab him in the forehead anyway. You acknowledging God that I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And when you say, the Lord's prayer, have you come? Lord, This is what he's doing. Because out of all this, he heard his name called as one. But when you say, Lord, he's listening, and you go into your prayer mode. And God is searching not just coming out your mouth. He's dealing with this what keeps you alive. He said, I judge the heart. And if your heart is heavy, I can deal with you. But if your heart is full of malice and all this other stuff, I ain't studying you. You work on the other side. And I guess that's your God. He said you can't serve two masters. So either you in or you out. I don't think he do a swing gate though. I don't think the gates in heaven swing. I don't think they're swinging. Once you in, you in. I don't think we'll make up that far anyway. So you're now surrendering it all because now what's going on, he's acknowledging all that's abiding in him. He knows the truth. He knows all that stuff he's doing over there one right. He knows the truth. So now the abiding part is in him. And guess what? Y'all didn't figure this out. Only reason God comes to his rescue because he knew he was truly his disciple. He just got caught up in some mess over here. If his word abides in you, you're truly his disciple. You will know the truth. You can know the truth. And it will set him free. This is what all history. We have like it's hard. It's not hard. God is, if you're willing and obedient, you can eat the good or the land. And people keep saying, if he gave it to Adam and Eve, what you think you're stepping on? It's your land. He said, wherever your foot trod, that's your land. Why you think people sit there and give testimony? I saw this building, and God told me to go walk around. It was their land. And when they were walking around it, he gave it to them. They possessed it. We just found it. We just wait for a guarantee. President Mike Moore or somebody tell us, hey, your law is approved. Or you didn't get the law, you have our things we read, We get it twisted. If I got to go to a bank, get something that God told me to set up, I'm going to keep the purpose. Now, if he's telling me to do that, different story. But in my mind, I don't need no 501c3. I don't want to go to anything. This is God's word. This is God's territory. This is his stuff. He said a cattle belongs to him, so what makes you think this church don't belong to him? Well, some people say, well, it's a business thing. Well, you stay business. I'm spiritual. Because if he give you 1,500 acres to build a mosque, now look what across these people getting money out of the woodworks for free to build temples and stuff like this because God is coming back, y'all. He comes back for a church without spot of blemish. And a spot is being addicted. He said you are debt free. And we wonder why the church didn't bind because God told me to build this sanctuary. God told me to build this life center and entertainment. Well, why are you robbing people to pay Paul to sustain? If God told you, God had a plan on how he was going to make it come to the free. You don't rob the people, make them poor, just to make sure this building is steady, life is going on. Something wrong with that vision. I used to agree with that kind of stuff, but now I know what this word, you can't get me in this gibberish no more. I was there sitting there and said, y'all got to pay $1,000 so we can get this building up. We just said, put the highway. They protest and stop traffic anyway. Maybe we'll get some people. Who knows? We are so into this transform of this world that God is sitting there going, oh my God. One of the richest guys on Sharp just joined him with a friend. He was nobody. He was just a billionaire. Money talk. Hey, here's what I support you. He's sitting on the front row on the debate tomorrow. Let all the people who gave $1.25. We get it twisted. And don't be hating on his $1 billion because he did it. God gave it to him and read that's it's my name. Right. Until God take away, why are we here? Because we're too busy not telling the truth. And we're missing our purpose. And all the gifts that he has stored inside of you not coming to well, that's all those things. He's in a good position to go see. We miss our purpose. three ways to get prosperity. The Bible gives you many of them. First, humble yourself. We could go to these conferences, how to become evangelists. Well, who told you the first way you want? How to speak in tongues. When you cuss, you speaking in tongues. And there's some serious tongues, I'm telling you. That tongue brings wrath and fights too. Even the simple, your mama, you know what happened when they say your mama. It supersedes everything. You better go to dust. See, we get it all twisted. And we can't blame our family. I can see my mama was serious, so serious. You know her, she would cuss you on one hand and bless you with the same hand. I don't say I should did that. I've never seen it that way. God had a cover. She was showing us that we didn't see that God had going on. That woman lived a blessed life. How can she? She could let you know she wasn't on push-up. Man or woman, even police, they come over and tell you, you better get out of my face. Well, I put peppers on you. Like, what? That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to be like one. I'm homeless child. I'm little. I just want to say yes so many times. Like, Lord, I want to stand my sister. But that's the kind of woman she was. In church on Sundays. You don't preach the word. I want to hear all that stuff going on. Preach the word. She did that. I said, who let this woman act like this? But have come to confession. We're all wonderfully and unique made. But one can do, the other one can't do. I don't know if she had 9 lives, but she fulfilled the promise. He said 77. She left here at 77. So she had a glorious life. I'm like, and I'm telling you, you don't want her to sit you down and tell you the truth. Ooh, boy, that's stuff like, ooh, y'all know how daughters is when fathers come say something to them? They argue with mama all day. Why, mama, you don't let dad say something? Woo, what's wrong? You heard my feeling, what did he say? God. That's all he said. That's kind of, the truth will set you free, y'all. So, you know there's a battle out there. But who's dealing with the battle in here? It's a spiritual battle. So we must first, as he did, we have to repent. And get on our knees to tell God, not the people we offended. Not the people that we mistrusted. You know, my boss, I need to go. That boss might be dead and gone. How you going to tell him something? God said, I'm dealing with you. You got to know it. And see, the thing I love about him, when you tell him and ask him for forgiveness, he got this thing called a seat of forgiveness. He don't even throw it back there. You don't even bring it back up again, but we so we have to get to that place to understand. And I'm going to leave you with this, guys. The whole point was give you an example. But anybody ever know they know the story of Job, right? Job was whatever, I think of all the time. You know the part when all this stuff started happening, you know, he was rich and all this other stuff, they had beautiful children, blah, blah, they had houses and all this. Anybody ever wonder why when the things start happening to him, because I know the agreement that him and God made, the devil God made. Anybody ever wonder why when those friends came, what happened when the friends came? They came to be nosy. They came to tell me, man, what you do? What you do? You must did something against God. Man, what's wrong with you? We looked up to you. You had all this. They were the same spirits that came to Job. Jealousy. All them came, the friends. Man, you must did something. Because if you were a friend, you say, hey, Job, let's pray. Oh. But they all came. They said, the Bible read it. Job, what you do to the Lord? What you do for all this stuff that happened? Anybody catch on to really what transpired after they asked all the questions? Truth will set you free. Guess what happened? Job never responded to his friends. Why? He knew the truth. So when you sit there and try to debate what is already in stone, you're missing what I'm talking about? You know, she got mad. She got angry there. Man, go on, cuss God, so you die. So you can die. She said, so we can die. She wanted that about this. I'm there like, hey, that's another spell. But why would she tell him to cuss God on that? Why did he respond to her? Because she didn't know the truth. He said, woman, you sound foolish. You don't sound like my wife. That was the truth he was speaking to her. We're talking about gossip versus gospel. He wasn't gossiping. He told her the truth. You don't sound like my wife. They want to know what happened to her. Lord, I can't tell who that woman? What's no wife? I don't know this. I want to know what she meant. That always bothers me, but it's to a place where we got to start telling the truth. If you mess up, tell the truth. Just tell the truth. The more you make it, you're going to put it in a brown piece of the skew. You're going to take time before you start getting it. Even when you cook and bake it. That time between the incident happening or putting that meat in there to the time you hear it simmer, that's your time to get free. Because once it starts cooking, you got some stuff to happen. Because guess what? When one thing happens, another thing will transpire. Then another thing will transpire. Then you're going to find yourself don't know what to say. That's why we have to be so careful. Don't tell the truth. Don't tell the truth. Let them tell the truth, shame the devil. That's what you do. Because if you're into the part where he says, leave you alive, he'll get you. That's when we as ministers and clergy, I can't speak to nobody else. Yes, I can talk about others because if I see what they're doing, I can. I don't care what you say. You can use about all you want. It don't mean what it means to you, it means to me. I can tell you about yourself. Go to Psalms 1 and 6 right there. Psalms 1 and 6. Somebody read that for me. We're going to get up out of here. That part about being careful when you start dating. Once you get up off the knees, you need to realize first who you really date. Is it God or the person laying next to you? Because that relationship is going to tell how that relationship who you laying next to. Or with it. Because you understand, a lot of people ain't living for love. You said 1 and 6. 1 through 6. Psalms 1 through 6. A lot of folks ain't looking for love. They look for some help. I've seen 8 ladies on Facebook already. They were showering and some were sitting there. One said they were going to drink our lives away. I said, oh, God, please, I'm buying this in the name of Jesus. What you married for? You can drink that stream. Get drunk and lay into the car. God forbid. It is. But if you're down already, go back to the identification of love. Do you really love Christ? As you love church? Do you really love your wife? Or your spouse? As he loves you? Psalm 1 through 6. This is going to tell the story right here. Blessed is the man that walks not in the counsel of God. I don't care who you call me or what you call me. I know I'm a blessed man and I ain't walking in your midst. So if I'm up here preaching, I don't care if it hits you from Timbuktu. Take it and run with it. Because that's the word. The Bible said it cuts like a. So we don't care. And I'm saying me, I don't care. White children, child, I don't care if you're late. Get to the place of you go with this, or you can go and play with this. Now guess what? Why you don't understand, I'm in a position to see. I'm looking, I'm watching. If I don't come in, you know it's something. Once you clean my clothes, because we got to get responsibility, then guess what? They don't get there. I want to speak when he says speak. Because when I speak, I tell you how I know my friend leave me alone, I'm come on, go me and eat my body. That's me, I'm in the flesh. But spiritually, Again, you have it. I love my daddy for it. See, they don't come back and pray with us. He the best thing with you. Blessed is the man that walks not in the counsel of ungodly. I am blessed when I don't have a dollar in my pocket. I got $4. He don't need that shit. Oh. Reward, come on. I say that go sleep like he did. You come on. If I don't have a dollar in my pocket, I'm still blessed. Keep on. I don't stand in your way. If you want to be a sinner, go ahead. But you come to him and preach the hell out of you. But his delight to the law of the Lord, and in his law that he never take any of. Day and night, what I tell y'all be amazed. He wake me up at unawkward times to deal with stuff. And I don't even know what we're doing, but I have to get up. And I'm sitting here like, God, we know I tell me to sleep at 11:30. Then I'm up at 12, praying for something I don't see. I don't know what's in the doctor, but I gotta pray. And then when he sent it to me or give it to me, y'all don't know that flesh be like, oh, if I can meet them before service. Boy, I can pay my bill. Man, I ain't getting no sleep last night. What? Woo! It's being real this now. Preacher, real, I'm the young preacher ain't gonna tell you. They real chocolate for real. I'm gonna tell you because I'm you, I'm in the flesh. What happened to pray? Even like this fast weekend. 1 o'clock. I ain't never prayed no 1 o'clock. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. I ain't go back to sleep for 4. I don't know what's going on, but I tell you, I do know what's going on. But I'm telling you, please take this and walk with it from henceforth. If you don't, you will hear from him through me. I ain't never scared. Though I come, there he make me go. And that far away said yesterday in the one was getting ready to talk about Psalm 23. Yea, that I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I have earned to walk in the valley. That's me talking. Because I turned away from my wicked ways. I've earned to walk along the rules and sit there and chit-chat with them and tell them what thus said the Lord. It's on them to get from there to here. But that same number you say you can bring a horse to the water, but you can't make them drink. Right. That's my job. So don't think I'm going to call you 24/7, check with you 800 times a day. No, when you tell me that you're going through what God showed me, I'm praying. And that's all you need from me. If you need my presence there, you ain't quite elevated. And it's still going to be, especially if you're dying out. When I ain't talking about dying like no sweet dying, but you were to the point of your elder. It's good to have that visit. Good visit. Not some bad spirit visits. They can take you a while to visit. You got to be careful even in the hospital. Who come to your room? Y'all think this is serious. This is serious. Be careful who come to your room when you're on the bed of affliction. It's in the Bible. They come take you out of here. They come out, oh, soon, very soon. They're going to, oh, no, she's coming back. Anyway, keep it moving. It needs to be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. That bring forth this fruit that it seed. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like a shaft which the winds are the way. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. The Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, and the way of the ungodly shall perish. Is that my friend? That's the message of the day. The truth will set you free. You have to get to this place. Quit covering up for wrongdoing. Quit covering up for family, friends, loved ones that are not connected to you just because they sparkle something in your life. It's a saying. I want to tell you the truth and make you cry, than to tell you a lie and make you smile. Because guess what? That's the same smile you're going to have in your casket. And I'm be walking up there saying I lied to them lady. I never told you that. That's so hard you. Right. So we have to be you right then. I told my sisters all the time, when my mama passed and all that chaos, I don't care what you say and what you do, you are still sister to the day I die. So everything else is over. You get mad, you can stand out, I don't care. You better be careful because there's another antidote God gave over here. What is it? You ever heard talk about this prophet? Don't do no harm to him. Right. Word. To bring judgment on you, I ain't got to say nothing. You find yourself in the cockeye. And I'll be still doing it right here. Bring that cockeye in here. Get it for yourself. On their head, try to keep going. This word is nothing to play with. Our lives depend on what we abide in. And if you ain't abide in it, I advise you. Teenagers, once again, I say this every Sunday. I'm about to wrap it up. If you ain't being obedient, we will see your professor. I'm talking about this house. I don't for nobody else. I pray for everybody, but I'm responsible for it. Y'all ain't doing what y'all supposed to be doing. I'm going to see it or I'm going to hear about it. Prayer. 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 Stay out of the mess. Stay out of the mess. Stay out of the mess. I ain't going to tell you what I tell some of my staff members when I want to get in the flesh. Oh, I don't care. I use acronyms. Take a finger. I ain't stop you. Don't bring that stuff to me. So it's to a point where you have to understand. God ain't promised you to live 50. He promised you to live 36. He ain't promised you to live 18. The thing is, that scares us, we don't know. But the real thing that the enemy got us beefing up, we still got time. I'm down your side. I can tell you that man I watched. Can't be out there my birthday present away. He already knew what he said he was going to away. I was at the funeral yesterday, and the young man sat out there and God showed me some stuff. And I began to give him stuff in parables. He caught on. Like, I just don't have a watch. I said, time's not on your side. Use that as a compass. Every second tick depends on what you say, what you do. Yeah, everybody call cash $20, $30, $40, $50. Money, God bring us here. When I'm out of cash, when I tell y'all, He gonna fill my 18 on back of so I ain't sitting here worried about but in my last side. Careful what you say. It might be your last side. Right? My lady hope I'm good. I ain't getting this my life. I learned. I went to the dry season on this my last. And He sure put it up on me. Yes. I'm sitting here, I'm scared to ask for the Lord, life might get cut off. Like, oh, God. God had put me in the lower bar and said, look, I know you, Lord. I ain't playing with you. Don't speak that stuff. I ain't said my last yes. I said, money coming. I say, bills paid off. I say, inheritance coming. Blessings flowing. I say, all kind of stuff that is positive key. So, our tongue is key. The truth will make you free. It'll set you free. It'll set you free. At this time, as those who desire prayer. That's stuff. That's good. Oh, yeah. Those who desire prayer. You can keep turning off. Get my Facebook. I know y'all will see me later.